This man hid in a rich man's closet for 20 years. When he couldn't hold it in, he used the toilet. When he's hungry, he opens the refrigerator. Afterwards, he even cleaned the kitchenware he used and put them back where he found them. The reason why he was able to stay undetected for 20 years, because he hid from his creditors. He hid it in an antique closet worth $2 billion. But when he opened the closet again, he realized that the place he came to was not an ordinary house, but the home of a famous local gangster. But before he could leave, in the living room there were voices of the hero and heroine talking. In a hurry, he had to hide under the bed as fast as he could, in order not to be discovered. But he never expected. From the conversation between the master and mistress of the house, there was a chance. It turned out that they did not intend to use the closet, they just used it as a simple decoration. This also changed his mind about leaving this place. In the middle of the night, while the hero and heroine were sleeping, he quietly crawled out from under the bed, and used someone else's toilet to go to the bathroom. But he didn't take this opportunity to leave secretly, but went back to the host and hostess's room again, cautiously went back under the bed, ready to sleep. When I woke up the next day, after seeing his family leave for work, he started a series of operations. First, he cleaned up his scruff. Then he used the other man's bathroom to bathe himself. He opened the refrigerator. He drank all the milk in the fridge. He even ate the girl's cookies. And finally, he politely cleaned the dishes. The work was done with great care and professionalism, and he's even better at enjoying himself than the host. Not only did he play music on his radio, he even picked out a suitable sweatshirt to wear. And what he did next was even more shocking. He secretly removed the old closet to reveal the space behind it. He'd make himself a secret door to live in. First, he got screws to remove the covers from the closet. Then he put all the clothes in, and then he hid himself inside. He thought he had it all figured out, but he didn't realize he had already left his mark on the house. When the lady of the house came back, the first thing she noticed was that something was wrong. The cupboards were a mess, but today, it looked so clean. Even the teacups and the kitchen utensils were in perfect order. When I entered the room, I felt something was spying on me. At night, she told her husband, but her husband thought she might be suffering from memory loss due to illness, so he didn't give it a second thought. Early the next morning, after the hostess left for work, the man sneaked out of the closet, but he was smart this time. To make sure no one would notice, he drew all the curtains, and then, in no time at all, he prepares his lunch for the day. After eating, he carefully washes all the dishes, but what's puzzling is that he doesn't only take the initiative to tidy up his mistress's bedroom, even the children's beds, even the broken furniture in the house, he also helped to repair. It's very sweet. He hears his master coming back. He immediately sneaked back into his closet with his cookies. The hostess soon realized something was wrong. The dishes hadn't been washed in the morning, but now they were clean. But he didn't suspect anyone was home. On the contrary, he felt that his forgetfulness, so he rushed to the bathroom and took the medicine, not realizing that there was someone else in the house. That night, the man had been in the closet for too long. He ventured out to use the restroom. Just as he was about to walk out of his room, he was spotted by the lady of the house, so he hurriedly retracted his head. He thought he was dead, but the other woman thought she was wrong. Then he turned around and walked straight to the door. The man was finally relieved. The next day, a phone call from the hostess made him very worried. The hostess told her mother that there seemed to be a third person in the house. The man was terrified, but what he didn't expect, the lady of the house said, it could be the spirit of her long-dead grandfather blessing her. The man couldn't help but wonder, what is the origin of this grandfather? So he took advantage of the time when the host and hostess were not at home. He opened the other's notes, but what he found inside gave him a warm feeling. It turned out that this closet was given to her by her grandfather when she was a child. Whenever she was sad, she would sneak into it to feel safe. The next day, mistress of the house opened the closet. She went in as quietly as she did when she was a child, and what she said next scared the men half to death.